Chagrin Falls is a small district outside of Cleveland, Ohio. We have roughly 2,000 students.
All of my students have literacy needs, and that their need is to make the text more comprehensible. They also have a need for vocabulary. So obviously, when a student comes in from a country like France or Syria and they're a beginner English speaker, they have very limited English vocabulary.
When I came here a year and a half ago, I didn't know any English except like 2 words, like hi, how are you?
Read and Write first started in the special ed realm of schools, and we used it just in more small groups. Students that had dyslexia, students that had reading comprehension challenges, students that had reading fluency challenges. So we just kind of introduced this tool to make ease of reading text, ease of reading social studies material just a little bit easier.
We have been partnered with Text Help now for about 8 years. We used the desktop version of their software when it was available, and have since migrated to the Chrome-based version. At our district, it's used by everybody. So we have students that don't struggle with those things but still enjoy using the software. It gives them the ability to do different things that just aren't in the Google platform right now.
I know all the challenges they're going to face throughout the year. Read&Write Google has really helped to alleviate some of those challenges, especially when we're doing research or going to web pages and the writing process.
My science teacher gave us an article about magnets. It was really hard to read. I couldn't understand any words. I can read it for you, read it for me, which makes me understand the article better. So now I understand.
I really like when you pull stuff out of text and then do it to like another doc so you can have good information for research papers.
Some students may want to have those words read aloud to them. Some students may want to use a tool to just have a definition looked up. Some students may even want to have their speech translated into words. So it gives students the freedom to do what they want to do kind of across all content areas.
I think I ask a lot of questions, but I think since I've used Read&Write Google, it's helped me with not as many questions.
Read&Write has helped my confidence because it's like another eye on your paper if you have to turn it in, and it gives you like just like that confidence to like know like I think this is right and like this is like my work and like it's been proofread almost.
I use Read&Write because if I'm editing a paper like my last Genius Hour topic, sometimes I'll miss like stuff I didn't know I missed, so I keep replaying it over and over again to make sure like I got it straight down and I don't have any mistakes.
When we went with Chromebooks and Text Help released the Read&Write for Google Chrome extension, we tried it out for I think about a 6-month period, and we really liked it, and we heard from teachers how everyone was using it. So we moved forward with the product, rolled it out to everybody, and have been very happy ever since. We make about 150 extensions available to all of our students. Read&Write for Google, though, is the only extension that we pay for. We've been able to find other free extensions that have done kind of what we need them to do, but we felt like with Read&Write Google, this was the one tool that was worth the money, it was worth paying for.
I think their confidence level just increases. They're just more willing to write. They're more willing to tackle a research paper or go onto a web page that they may not normally go onto and listen to it being read.
It makes it easier for me to learn English. It made me learn English really fast.
Our job is to push the tool out. I don't often get to see the results of that tool, and with Text Help you can see that.
We see what their true ability is and what they truly can give to us, taking away some of those difficulties they do have.
Well, when we have a technology tool that increases comprehension and makes more meaning, makes language understandable, they are relieved, they are hopeful, and they can complete assignments, and they can become more independent learners, which is my goal for them.
Kids just do it on their own now. You know, if they're reading something back to them or they're accessing text, you know, it's just one of those things that's like right at their fingertips. They click the purple puzzle piece and down it drops and off they go. The barriers are not as significant with students. You know, it doesn't matter what the student's, you know, kind of ability is. That access to read and write and being able to kind of personalize, you know, their learning with what they need to do and how they need to do it.
And when they're home doing homework, they actually use Read&Write for Google on their own without me telling them to do it. That's when I know we're onto something. I mean, that's success for them.
My kids love Read&Write, and it gives us the tools to do exactly what we want, which is help kids develop a love for learning, to find resources on their own, navigate tools, navigate those sources and find new information and feel comfortable and confident with it. They just love it.
And for me, it levels the playing field for my kids to be able to be in the classroom on a day-to-day basis and love learning and using Read, Write, Google, every day.
I think we see students more engaged than ever because of the abilities that, technology can provide.